Hi everybody, I think we have all of our technical difficulty bugs worked out here. This is Donna with Donna's Design Threads, and today I'm actually going to introduce you to one of my very important business partners, Gomez. This is Gomez, and he is another he's a Gamel Classic. Not a plus, because I think the plus has a stitch regulator. He's just a good old classic from like 1998. And I've been quilting with Gomez since 2008. That's been a really long time. I'm sure we've done over 2,000 quilts together. And in like 2013, 12, 13, I think, we added on this lovely computer system. This is an IntelliQuilter system. So now Gomez does all of the edge-to-edge quilts that customers bring to us. So edge-to-edge or pantograph quilting, some people call it. You can see that there is, all of the designs go all the way across your quilt. So there's no extra special like blocks in there or anything, just edge to edge, same design all the way around. This one right here is called Twinkling Hearts, and we are quilting it on this little charity quilt. So I'll show you, that's how the quilt looks laid out on the computer. And then here is it quilted out. And Twinkling Hearts is a really popular design that I had the privilege of designing, and I have lots of twinkler designs that have the same kind of bones with the swirls, but different things in the center, like stars, snowflakes, holly, shamrocks, all kinds of fun, leaves, pumpkins. So that's a really popular design. So all of the designs that are on the website, donnasdesignthreads.com, are available in the digital format where you can load them on if you do have a computer system that runs your long arm. And they're also available on paper. So I just have one rolled out here so you can see that as well. And when you don't have the computer, you can still do this edge-to-edge, very uniform design all over your quilt using the paper design. You follow the design, run the machine from the back. You can see how there's handles back there as well, so you stand on that back side of the machine and run it with a laser light following the design. The laser light is in direct correlation to the needle on your machine, so you're able to follow the design as it's stitching and it quilts out onto your quilt. And the really exciting thing that I wanted to share with you is we have just started today through the rest of the month our Shelter at Home special, and all items on our website are 20% off. So go check that out. There's a code that you'll need, but it's on the website, what to use. It's just Shelter 2020. And so let me show you around a little bit more here while we're here. This is the shelf where all of the customer quilts are hanging out waiting to get quilted. All the edge-to-edge ones, that is. So then here we're back over here to Gomez. So we'll flip around this way. This little printer over here, might as well just do a studio tour while we're here. I apologize, it's not super clean, but it's workable. This is the pantograph printer. I actually self-print all of the pantographs that we sell on the website. Here's our little workstations where I cut out fabric and stuff, where Cindy comes to work. See my empty chair? There's no Cindy there. I wish Cindy was here to work with me. So that's our little command center down here. So I'll flip around. There's some fun, more fabric. You guys thought I only had fabric in my sewing room. I have it out here too. More fabric. And then we come over here. We have another machine. This is Gerta. Gerta joined our workforce team down here in the Donna's Design Thread studio in about, 2015 maybe. She's a Gamel Optimum Plus, so she does have a stitch regulator, and she's a little bit bigger. And this beauty here helps me with all of my custom quilting. So you can see this quilt that I have on here, I've had on for like a month. I'm sure my friend Sim in Utah is waiting. If you're watching, Sim, look at your beautiful feathers. Those little feathers, precious feathers, are taking forever. So just have the border left to do. But generally what our setup is here is while Gomez, over here, come around too fast, Gomez is working on the edge-to-edge quilts, then Donna turns around and uses this machine to work on the custom quilts because those are more hand-driven and more, I do use the computer with it sometimes, like for maybe blocks or borders, but most of my custom quilts I still do by hand. It's actually a lot faster to do by hand than to set the computer up. So then we come over here to this corner and we have all our thread ready to go to be picked out. More quilts on the wall. So that's it. That's my little studio area. I wanted to give you a really important tip of the day before we get going. And I want to tell you how to line up when you have to roll your quilt. So you can see, like, there's the whole quilt layout. Obviously, you can't quilt all of that. You can only quilt portions. So I think I was able to do about 3 rows. Then I had to roll the quilt up to do the next couple of rows. And I have to line up, I have to tell the computer where I'm at on the quilt. So I have to line up I pick a place, like say the point of that heart right there, pick the point, put my needle there, then I'm going to realign and tell the computer that's where we're at. And it's really important when you're realigning that up that you do it somewhere in the center. Like, don't do it on the edge, because sometimes as you're rolling the quilt, it doesn't always roll exactly straight if your back is a little bit wonky or whatever. So you're going to line your rows up a lot straighter if you line it up in the middle. And the same applies if you're doing pantographs. Remember I said the needle is in direct correlation with the laser light. So pick a point somewhere in the middle of your quilt to realign to your next point after you roll it, and you'll find that your rows line up a lot better. So anyway, that's the studio tour. That's what we're working on down here today on this very snowy Colorado day. I think we have like 8 to 10 inches out there already, but luckily it's the end of April and it's gonna be gone with probably by the end of the weekend. So you have a great rest of your day, you guys. Stay continuously creative and join me tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Bye.